Hi, Sally Walker here, your hormone and slow age expert, and welcome to Sleep Week. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about these Kegel exercises. So this video is for you ladies, really. So can Kegel exercises help with nocturia? Basically, that's what it's all about here, and thereby help you with your getting a good night's sleep. So I am not going to promise that is the case, but it definitely will not hurt to try, and it will have an effect on other types of urination and such. So things like stress incontinence, Kegel exercises, which are also known as pelvic floor exercises, by the way, do have an absolute effect. It is very, very important that we maintain the strength of our pelvic floor muscles, because they are going to support the uterus, they're going to support the bladder, they're going to support the small intestine, and they are going to support the colon. So they're going to keep everything up, basically. So we really need to make sure that these muscles, which work like a little sling, if you like, are strong and keeping these things in place and helping them function better. So as I said, will it help for nocturia? I'm not going to promise, but there is a good chance it will. So what is you need to do? Well, first of all, let's talk about, why might your pelvic floor be weak? Well, the first one on the list is age. Obviously, as we age, everything gets weak, doesn't it? So these pelvic floor muscles absolutely will as well. But hey, have you been pregnant? Have you delivered a child? Have you had surgery down there? Have you been very constipated? So you've been straining very much. Do you have some kind of asthma or bronchitis? So you've been coughing lots and lots. So you've been having to tighten your pelvic floor so you didn't pee your pants all through life, kind of thing. Yeah. And are you overweight? Because there it comes again. The being overweight will also strain your pelvic floor muscles. So have a little think about those. Yeah. So what can they do? Well, as I said, they definitely can help with stress incontinence. Absolutely. So if you're having a little bit of drops of pee every time in your panties, every time you laugh or cough or that kind of thing, then pelvic floor will absolutely help. Yeah. So it will help you. Will it help nocturia? As I said, maybe, but it's definitely not going to make it worse. Okay. And this urinary urge as well. So you feel like your bladder's going to explode and you need to have a pee, and it has to be immediately, otherwise you're going to pee your pants. The pelvic floor exercises will help with that. Yeah. So how do we do these exercises? Well, the first thing is you need to locate those muscles, don't you? And most people have no idea where they are. The easiest way to locate them. So I'm not saying locate them with your fingers. You may use your fingers if you would like to, but you want to be able to locate the sensation of using these muscles so you know what it feels like when you start exercising them. And the easiest way to do this is to go to the toilet and have a pee, and you stop your pee sort of in the middle of it. If you can't, then there is a big challenge, obviously, because there's a long way to go. But if you can, then you know that feeling, okay? So you know what it feels like to use your pelvic floor muscles. Some people sort of describe it as, sort of imagine you're sitting on a pebble and you're trying to pull this pebble up inside you with your pelvic floor muscles. So that part might help as well. So anyway, once you've located them, then you want to do the exercises. And the wonderful thing about doing these pelvic floor exercises, you can do them anytime, all the time, anywhere, everywhere. Nobody can see that you're doing them. So when you're sitting on your office chair, when you're standing in the queue at the supermarket, or you're waiting at the bus stop, standing at the kitchen sink. I mean, how many times do we stand there, ladies? So you can pull up in your pelvic floor and tighten these muscles. So you could Also, think about tightening the vagina at the same time. So you could use some devices called combs, or they're also called jade eggs. And here I've got some which are made from rose quartz, and they're actually very beautiful. But they have a very, very important function. So the smallest one obviously weighs less than the biggest one. And what you do is you pop them up in your vagina, and then you use your pelvic floor muscles to keep that jade egg up inside you. So sometimes it helps to have something to squeeze on. It seems to stimulate the muscles in a better way. And you can also talk to your doctor or your therapist about some biofeedback help where they can use a device inside you which will measure how you are using your pelvic floor, and you would actually be able to see this how strong your muscles are, and then you'll be able to monitor obviously your success in seeing them getting stronger. Hey ladies, they're muscles, they're just like your biceps, and it's the same process, you know. So if you train them, you exercise them, then they're going to get stronger, they're going to get bigger, they're going to get stronger. And if you don't, well, then you're going to lose it, aren't you? It's exactly the same as a bicep. So get going with some exercises. So have a little look for more information down in the article. There is also a very, very powerful treatment for stress incontinence. Is it going to help nocturia? I have no idea. You know, it's not going to make it worse. And the possibility that it can help is also there. So this treatment is called Thermiva. And it was designed for stress incontinence. So have a little look, the website's down there, have a little look, it'll tell you all about the treatment. And then you want to try and find a dermatologist or a plastic surgeon, because it tends to be them that are doing it. The gynecologists can, obviously, but it doesn't tend to be them. So find someone in your area and have a little look and see if you can get yourself a treatment of Thermiva. Yes, get Kegel exercising and keep your pelvic floor and your vagina strong, ladies. Happy hormones, happy life.